It's how are my ambient samples Party Next Door. Let's get right to it.
Alright, so right now I'm gonna let y'all hear this joint. So the sound that I use for the main piano, I believe it's Kavi's Melody Mastery Kit, filter piano keys. So this progression is just a 1-6-1-6 chord progression, all 9 chords in the key of A minor. I had two layers of root notes. All I did was use these 2 chords, inverted the root note in this last 6 chord. But yeah, I just inverted that root chord up, and then these 2 chords, man, this 1 to 6. It's beautiful because like the relation of having this minor chord right here to a major chord, something about it, and having the notes be this similar, you know, like all these notes are the same, it just resolves really well into each other. I did strum it, Control A to highlight everything, and then click Alt S, and I'll strum everything, pull this thing up, and then after that I did randomize the velocities to make it more realistic. Once everything's highlighted too, you just click Alt R. I'm gonna randomize the velocities. So yeah, check that. Look at this pad, man. Kavi's Melody Mastery Love Love pad preset. Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. So I copied the exact same chords, took out all the bass notes, and just inverted the 3rd note down all these chords, you know. Just add different chord voicings. These different sounds. The second pad, I got 2 pads in here. Melody Mastery came from Kavi, so there's a trippy synth one shot. Beautiful. So I just exact same chords. Again, took out the bass notes and inverted the 2nd note from the top, just to add again different chord voicings. I'll get into the bass right now. So the bass, Lover's End one shot preset from Kavi's Elements of R&B kit. But yeah, just follow the bass notes. Pretty simple. Nothing crazy. Then we'll get into the one of the melodies. This is actually a keyscape. I use the Softest LA Custom stuff in preset. Softest is probably my go-to preset in keyscape. But yeah, super simple progression. Just change it up right here. I really love like these going down and going up patterns. It just never fails. But yeah, kept these notes the same and then made these ones different, just to add some variation, but keep it still like consistent to the ear. Counter melody. This one, pretty dope. This one, I use a synth one shot. It drops from Kavi's Elements of R&B kit. What I did is I basically just copied the chords of the main progression, the exact same chords of the main progression, and I just kind of like these are the chords of the main progression, and I just like dragged them out just like that, and then I strummed them a little more, make the strum a little slower, and then I drowned it out, highlight with effects. But yeah, that's all it really is. Beautiful. Yeah, and then I did automate the delay for this kind of melody. So yeah, it'll just like increase this filter piano. I just kind of muzzled the main progression. Love it. Then I added a 2nd little counter melody in this part where I took the vocals out right here. So this one was a lead nice P10 tone from Kavi's Melody Mastery Kit. Yeah, super simple progression. Super simple. And I'm sorry, this filter piano is just this main piano progression. Basically just like muzzled. That's why it's not a different sound. After that, I did have some vocals, so. Actually, the sauce for these vocals, that this actually isn't even like a main vocal, it's a pedal phrase, which is crazy, but it just sounded beautiful. I was about to add a vocal, and then I just thought a vocal would just be fighting against this to be like the star of the show, so. And I just, pitched it up an octave for my B section, and then I have like a drowned out vocal section. You like barely hear it, and I like really muzzled it. Show you how I mix this joint. So this main piano progression. Have a Valhalla Vintage Vibe on this joint, 60% mix. Like fruity EQ, taking out some lows and low mids and cut out the highs pretty good. The EQ. This one is not panned. It's at 25% stereo mix. This pad got Valhalla at 70%. Low reverb. And then EQ taking out some lows and low mids. Cut out some highs pretty good too. It's a very underwater sample. 25% to the left is 25% stereo as well. My second pad got 76% reverb. Love to see it. And then I got a EQ cutting out lows and low mids again. Don't really mess with low mids around here, so we don't like low mids around here. And then cut out the highs. Okay, cool. Yeah, cut out the highs pretty good. And this one is panned 25% to the right. Has a 25% stereo separation as well. The keyscape makes it different. Yeah, it's different than our. Right, so this chain, I put this delay, but we don't use it as delay. The first effect on my effect rack. I use it kind of like as a low pass filter. So what we do is we turn this time knob all the way down, level knob all the way down, dry knob all the way down, and then messing with this cutoff adds just like a low pass filter. Second effect is Valhalla Vintage Verb at 60%. And then we got EQ cutting out some lows, a lot of low mids, and a lot of highs. Counter mode here, pan 15% to the right and 25% stereo separated. This counter melody, we have the same delay effects, a little more cut off, so a little more cutting out the high end. Valhalla Vintage Verb set at 75%. And EQ, again, cutting out lows and low mids and cutting out a lot of highs for sure. This one is panned 15% to the left and 25% stereo separated. And this bass, I love it, super simple. Valhalla Vintage Verb, 10%. Pretty EQ. That's really not doing nothing. Cut on some low mids and a lot of highs. Just because I want to keep it crisp sounding. Look how simple it is. And I got this vocal. I'm sorry, this vocal slash pedal phrase. Initially, I just have Valhalla Vintage Verb 10% reverb on it because it kind of already had some reverb. Pretty EQ taking out some lows and low mids. That's it. And then I bounce that to audio, pitched up an octave. And on this, I have Decimal MPC60 preset. Gotta make sure these two red buttons are turned on. And the cutoff is at 11,000 hertz, so yeah, that just muzzles it as well. Valhalla Vintage Verb set at 20% on this joint. And pretty EQ, taking us from lows and low mids and boosting some highs. And this one's drowned out vocal. Was this same initial vocal bounced out, just like this one, but just messing with it differently for you. So this one I have Decimal MPC60 preset. Again, same thing with these two buttons turned on, and this cutoff is a little more aggressive. It's at like 3,500 hertz. Valhalla Vintage Verb set at 30%. Cool. Then I have Waves H delay set at a half a bar ping pong mode turned on. With the shaper box. Shaper box is dope. This one I'm messing with like the volume tab with the sidechain 1 preset set at quarter bar. Kinda sauce, not gonna lie. And then yeah, pretty EQ taking out lows, a lot of low mids, and boosting some highs for sure. And then this EQ is just for leveling. But yeah, and we have some muzzle piano. So it's just this piano, bounce to audio, and then Decimal with these two red lights again activated. MPC60 preset, MPC60 preset, with a cutoff at 2.700 hertz. Big cutoff. Pretty reverb with 25% wet knob. EQ cutting out some lows and low mids and boosting some highs. I believe this one's just for leveling. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I apologize. All these that I just mentioned, all the vocals and the filter piano have no panning, but they're all 25% stereo separated as well, so I throw that in there. And last but not least, we have this counter melody for the empty vocal section. So this one, we have the free delay 3 again, with all this time level and dry knob move down. That's with the cutoff knob. To cut off some high end. And then we have a hollow pitches reverb set at 80%, so drowning that thing out. Fruity reverb, I'm sorry, EQ. Cut out some lows and low mids, and cut out some highs for sure. It's panned 15% to the right, and 25% stereo separated. Now for arrangement, got the main piano, both melodies, both pads, and main vocal in the joint for the first section. Second section, have the filter piano, pitched up vocal, added the bass, and added a perk loop as well. Third section, took out the vocal, took out the main piano melodies, and then added a different melody. Kept the bass and perk loop in. A fourth loop brought back the filter piano, added the drowned out vocal, took out the perk loop, and yeah, took out the bass. The last section brought back the original piano and 2 original melodies, took out the pads, added the bass again, took out the vocals and background texture and perk loop, sorry. I think it's super bare. But yeah, I'll play it for y'all to see how this joint came out. Majestic architecture P&D like saying on that joint for sure.
If you guys want this loop, it'll be available with the first link in the description down below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button too if you like this video, if you want to see more. Discord link too in the description. Would love to have y'all in there. And much love. I will see you on the next video.